Yo, what's poppin', guys? Me, Skull Royal, back at it with another video here today. As you guys see on the screen, we're gonna be reviewing Gamepress top team tier list. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, leave a like and a comment down below your thoughts on this tier list. So yeah, let's get it started. Let's start with tier Z, and as you see on the screen, Saiyan, hybrids, movies, regen, future, and powerful opponent. That's a lot of teams. Okay, so I believe. Let's see in my opinion, well, first of all, before we talk about the team, the tier list, shout out to anybody and everyone who is involved of the Gamepress team, I should say, and anyone and everyone who is involved of making this tier list, because that's just hard work, man. You gotta give it to them. They pretty much make tier lists for us, for the community, and pretty much, and even for us content creators making the content and pushing their tier list out to the community. It's just is awesome for Gamepress and the team behind Gamepress to do stuff like that. But anyway, Z tier, I already stated the names, and yeah, Saiyans. Well, let me start with my top 5, like I said. So Saiyans, hybrid, movies, regen, and future. I would say, ooh, okay. I peeped that a little bit. Okay, we'll talk about that. So yeah, these 5, I would say they are pretty much top 5. You could argue GT is probably in the top 5. Powerful opponent, you could argue is in the top 5, but I think you know, this is the team right there. So Saiyans, they have the GGY setup with LF Super Saiyan 3, Gogeta 4, and Angel Vegeta. They can run the full colorware setup with Super Saiyan 3, the Zenkai Super Saiyan 3, the purple one, and Nameku, or they could run the Blast variant with Nameku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Angel Vegeta. So there's a lot of, so Saiyans, they have a lot of like characters in the team, and you could either, like I said, a color wheel, a GGY setup. There's so many ways that you can run Saiyan. Their potential is like through the roof. Their ceiling is a very high ceiling. They don't have a low floor at all, and they're just probably, in my opinion, the most consistent team, other than Regen and well, a lot of these teams, obviously, you know, they're amazing, but in terms of like consistency, Saiyans and Regen, in my opinion, is like, and movies, those 3 teams are like easily very consistent. But like, you could argue between like these 5, it doesn't matter who you want to say what's in Z tier or whatever. You could always move around who is number 1, who is number 2. Like for me, I would say Saiyans is number 1, while Regen is number 2, movies number 3, hybrids number 4, and future number 5. And the reason why I'm saying this is a lot of this team have counters. So Saiyans, they have Gogeta 4 that counters Revival Gohan, and you might say, oh, that Revival Gohan, you know, he's a purple, while Gogeta is a green. Like technically, Revival Gohan should counter Gogeta, right? But because of the platinum equipment, the platinum equipment alone pretty much buffed Gogeta 4, and then his main ability will literally one combo revive on just like that, and not only just like that, you're gonna get 4 Dragon Balls anyways by killing revive on. So yeah, that's the thing. And then with movies, they have Goku, which is a hybrid killer, and then for Regen, they have Cell, which is also a hybrid killer. And it doesn't matter if Cell goes against like Future Han, for example, because of his damage uniques against hybrids, Future Han will get shredded anyway. So like I said, Saiyans is number 1 for me, Regen number 2, movies number 3, hybrids number 4, and then future / GT / powerful opponent, like depending on who you talk to, will be number 5 in my opinion. But hybrids, you know, the same, the Gohan team pretty much. Movies is literally Bojack. Goku is in there. Goku is really good, but the thing is like his healing capabilities is very good for the team, but his damage inflicted and stuff like that, it relies on you pretty much taking damage on your character that's in the battlefield pretty much. If your character has to be damaged in order for Goku damage inflicted to succeed and become really good, and that's his problem. And also because Goku, he's a defensive type unit, Well, he is a defensive type unit, but he's not defensive, right? He has a lot of damage inflicted, but like I said, it caters on your other characters being hit. So I mean that he's very inconsistent, and for movies, like, even though in my opinion he fits better in movies than Gogeta Blue, I can see the argument of Gogeta Blue being better than Goku because of a lot of his flaws. And plus the green, the AOE green card animation is a long animation. So I mean, there's an argument between both of them. Regen, the most, like I stated, the most consistent team in the game, and one of the more consistent teams in the game. They have everything. They have a full color wheel pretty much. That team is godly. I love Regen. Future's up here because a lot of the buffs that they gotten recently with LF Cell, free to play Rose, Murasamasu being Zenkai. So the team is great, and you could run a blast oriented setup with Murasamasu transforming Goku Black and Super Saiyan 2 Zenkai Trunks as your core, or you could take out Transform Rose and put free to play Rose as a core. Doesn't matter. And or you could run like the best variant, Strike Future, which is free to play Rose / LF Gohan. And then you have Corrupted Zamasu, and then you have either Cell or LF Rose, depending on star count or if you have the unit or not. But yeah, I mean, Strike Future is great. And the same thing with Powerful Opponent. Powerful Opponent got a buff with LF Cell, Murasamasu getting Zenkai, and they've been getting like this year is pretty much the year of Powerful Opponent getting buffed. So glad to see Powerful Opponent being up there. It's just that is extremely expensive. Is a very expensive team, more expensive than GT, because at least GT, the Zenkais are 7,000 crystals, and they're gonna add them in the USTR shop anyway, most likely in the future, just like so far the other Zenkais. But yeah, the Powerful Opponent is expensive as hell, because a lot of the characters that's in Powerful Opponent, they're LFs, so and you know how LF rates are. So yeah, I think I explained a lot of the team well. Like I said, number 1 to me will be Saiyans, number 2 Regen, number 3 will be movies, number 4 will be hybrids, number 5 will be Future or GT. In my opinion, GT is so the argument with GT being number 5, for my opinion, if you want to argue that, is because of a lot of the buff that they've been getting. So S tier is GT, Frieza Force, and Super Saiyan. So GT, right? So they got Ultra Omega, and Ultra Omega, and you get him for free at 14 sub, but even still, I think he fits better in GT than Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta doesn't fit in GT. Even though Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, in my opinion, is a tad bit better, like a little bit better than Omega Shenron. But like I said, Omega Shenron just fits way better in GT because of his Ultra ability. He pretty much has the Zenkai 21, the Blue 21, I should say, the Zenkai Blue 21 passive, where every time he lands a hit, they lose the health restore and the armor penetration. Pretty much, he has that, a strong hitting ult, a green card that could a strong hitting ult that can fade, and a green card that could pretty much destroys your opponent's hand, and also inflicts paralysis. So that's really annoying right there. But like I said, his ultra ability is really strong because it buffs your other GT allies, and you know who's in the team? Gogeta 4. So GT has GT is another team that has an answer to hybrids because of Gogeta 4, like I already stated before with the Saiyan team. And and keep in mind, like purple Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? He's another one that is very underrated in my opinion, because he has a lot of things going for him, from nullifying endurance when he pops the main, him pretty much nullifying cover cuts when he enters the battle twice, but for 15 timer counts, his blue card having a lock-in, and when he activates it, strong getting ult. His green card is a time stop that gives him card draw speed. So he has a lot of things going for him, and him being in the battlefield, he gains ki automatically by your opponent switching out or him popping the main. So it's like he has, or him coming in. So this dude is nice. So GT, in my opinion, is a top 5 team, and based on everything that they got. Also Maju, I forgot about Maju, because Maju, he's extremely good. Even though Nova, he's like, whatever, sure. But Majubi's extremely powerful. He's in the team. I think Ice currently right now is better than Kid Goku, Super Saiyan 3. That might be a little bit of a hot take, but I think Ice is better because of a lot of the annoying things that he does to your opponent. And his blue card hits really, really hard as well. Especially when he pops the main, he pretty much reduces your Vanish gauge by 100%. And also, he draws a blue card, so you can automatically hit somebody with the blue card, or you could Rise and Rush them if you want. So Ice is nice, and he has his green card could counter. When he counters you, he immobilizes you for his, whatever timer counts immobilize lasts. But he has a lot of annoying things. He also steals strike cards and stuff like this. So and reduces, not reduces, but he ups the cost count of your cards too. So he has a lot of like annoying and quirky things. So Ice is good in my opinion. He's the best blue unit. Because of a lot of the things that he does, but I can see why people run Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. Because he's a Rise and Rush farmer at the end of the day. So Frieza Force, right? Frieza Force, very, very, very strong team because they have 8 Vegeta, they have LF Full Power Frieza, they have Robbery, they have EX Ginyu. EX Ginyu, don't sleep on EX Ginyu. EX Ginyu is nice. He locks you in for 10 counts. Also draws the Awaken cards that extremely powerful. It hits really hard, dude. Not as hard as Bojack's Awakened art, but it still hits really hard, dude. Like it depending on like the situation, you'll be left with 1 HP with Ginyu's Awakening's card. But that team is really, really good. It's a really good team. Like, it doesn't have a full color wheel. Well, actually, hold on, because it has Nappa, it has 8 Vegeta, it has Robbery, which is a red, it has Ginyu, a purple, Frieza's a yellow. They don't have a green, right? I mean, you could use Ramon, or you could use yeah, it's only Ramon. So, I mean, Ramon, he's good, but obviously, they will want, like, I don't know, if they ever get a Zenkai Golden Frieza, right? But, I mean, that would be really good. Anyway, Super Saiyans, I don't think Super Saiyans is S tier. I think, so Gaki, right? Gaki should be an S tier. But Super Saiyans, the problem with them is, first of all, they need their Chris to go off. And their team themselves, they don't allow, for example, if you're running the Hybrids variant of Super Saiyans, they don't buff Super Saiyans at all, other than you having Nameku in the team and you having Kaioken, Zenkai Gaoken Goku, which buffs blue and Sun Family units, and obviously Bardock that buffs the team. So they don't have a lot of Z ability buffers. And then when Revival Gohan, he revives, he becomes Super Saiyan 2, and he pretty much loses all the Z abilities. So you could literally get 2-carded pretty much. And Future Gohan, he gets the buffs because he has endurance, so he doesn't transform or anything like that. But there's no consistency with that team. And then even like the Holy Trinity team, right? They usually buff Fusion Warrior or Sagas from the movie. Bardock is not a part of Fusion or Sagas from the movies anyway. He's original. He's an original character. So yeah, it's just very inconsistent team. Obviously, they have a high ceiling because of their crits, but they have a low floor because their inconsistency abilities and they're pretty much little to no cohesiveness with each other. So that's Super Saiyan for you. In my opinion, Gaki should be an S tier because a lot of the buffs that they got with Zenkai Murzomasu. Zenkai Murzomasu is such a big thing for Gaki. It's a much needed purple that they needed, and he's a blast based unit which Gaki needed because now Gaki is becoming a blast oriented team with Evo Vegeta, God Topo, now the Zenkai Murzomasu. Obviously, if UI Goku gets a Zenkai / if he gets like a crazy platinum equipment in the future, he'll be part of the blast oriented team as well. Super Saiyan Blue Goku, last year when he got his Zenkai, one of the best Zenkais in the game from last year point, but he's still an extremely good character, and he is still probably one of the better Zenkais in the game anyway. But Blue Goku, he's a blast oriented unit. You could run Klaku, but there's a lot of revival counters, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta pretty much counters the crap out of him. Fusions, yep. So Fusions, Android, Sun Family, Saiyan Saga, Rival Universe, and USS. Okay. Fusions, they need a lot of help. They need a better purple because purple VB ain't cutting it. Honestly, their buff is literally Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's Platinum equipment, and honestly, Gogeta 4 is probably the best character in that team, other than Super Gogeta. So hopefully they get like some type of buff during the Legends Festival. Hopefully maybe a new Super Gogeta comes out, and I love Super Gogeta. Hopefully he's out of either purple or blue, because they do. I'm not saying, and they do need a blue, because the last blue to come out was Vegito Blue, and the last blue that buffed the team was the Zenkai Transforming Gogeta, right? And Zenkai Transforming Gogeta, he's solid, but I would rather run Vegito Blue in my opinion. But yeah, so they need a blue, but more so they need a purple badly. They still have Gogeta Blue, so Gogeta Blue, he's still in the team, remember, and they have Maju, so you could choose either option. Maju, he is better than Gogeta Blue, but if you're gonna run like a strike-oriented team anyway, it's like Gogeta Blue is probably the better option for that type of team, but overall Maju is the better yellow for fusions anyway. What else? So yeah, they desperately need a purple. Red, they're already covered with Super Gogeta. Green, they're already covered with Gogeta 4. And then yellow is Maju or Gogeta Blue. So, and then blue, like I stated, so that's fusions. Android is literally 18/17 show. It's literally 18/17 show, which is you're running yellow 18 and Super 17, and that's pretty much the team. Or you're running yellow 17, which he is the better yellow android in my opinion, and Super 17. So it's literally the 18/17 show, while the rest is just like there. So Android needs help. Sun Family is like literally all. It's literally like Gohan and Goku, pretty much in one team. But the thing is like they don't really synergize with each other as well as their own better teams. Like the Gokus are better in the Saiyan core, while the Gohans is better on the hybrid cores. So yeah, Saiyan Saga. I think Saiyan Saga is better than Sun Family, Android, Fusions, arguably Gaki, depending on who you talk to. But blue option is Nappa / Kaioken Goku, depending on what you want to run. Purple is Yajirobe. Yajirobe is freaking disgusting. He's a madman. Yellow is LF Piccolo, the Zenkai. So that's 3 right there. Red is 8 Vegeta, obviously, and then yellow. No, I already said yellow. Yellow's Piccolo. Yajirobe is purple. Nappa is blue. Red is 8 Vegeta. Green, yeah, and then green is pretty much Revival Gohan. So that team has endurance. They have a revival, even though the revival unit he's okay, whatever. He's like, I mean, yeah, he's like kind of but Gohan is better on the same team than he is in the hybrids team. So Saiyan Saga is good. Yajirobe is a menace. Let's just say that. And then obviously LF Piccolo. He's LF Piccolo. Rival Universe, one of my favorite teams in the game, but they need help. They have no Zenkai other than Caulifla and Kaba, and they're not good, and especially for Rival Universe. Like, why would you run Kaba when you have Gatopo / Vados, and why would you run Caulifla when you have Hit, who is superior to her in every way other than tanking? But Hit is not a tanker anyway, so whatever. But they need help. Hopefully in the future when we get like a full power Jiren, an LF Hit, the Namekians from Universe 6, maybe a new base Topo, maybe a new Dispo with his speed of light form, or light speed, whatever they call it. What else? Obviously the girls, the Universe 4, I believe, girls with Ribian, Kakunsa, and Rosie. Maybe maybe like a what's his name? Who am I thinking? Maybe a better Kaba, obviously a better KO, a better Khalifa, maybe a better Kefla. There's stuff like that. And then Universal Survival Saga. I think Universal Survival Saga is better than Rival Universe, but they're in the same tiering. They're all in the same tier 1 tiering, so you can move around. But Universal Survival Saga, they have 17, Evo Vegeta, the Blue Jiren / the Blue Topo, depending on who you're running. For Universal Survival Saga, you run the Jiren over the Topo, but Topo's there just in case. They also need help, so yeah. And then tier 2 is LOE. Golly, LOE got Vegeta hold on, wait a minute. Vegeta Family is better than. I think Vegeta Family is better than USS. I think Vegeta Family is better than Rival Universe. They're not better than Saiyan Saga. Are they better than Sun Family? They're better than Androids, I tell you that. So I think they're better than 3 teams. 4 teams actually, because I think Vegeta Family is better than Fusion in my opinion. Because because they changed the Vegeta clan, now they have 8 Vegeta in the team, and obviously they have Ultra Vegeta, but you don't run Ultra Vegeta, you run 8 Vegeta, and the core for the team is usually Angel Vegeta with 8 Vegeta and Evo Vegeta, or you run Evo Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. They don't have a green unit though, so hopefully if they Zenkai Vegeta, LF Vegeta Blue, the green one, hopefully they Zenkai him, and then it could buff a Vegeta fan. And then tier 3, I'm not gonna go over Dragonball Saga. They are a sleeper team though. They are a very fun team. Legends Road, I don't have that team, but the team sucks. And then Ginyu Force, yo, can we get the rest of the Ginyu Force Zenkai? You know? And then Super Warriors. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Obviously, you could move around like what's better, what's not, but they're all in the same tiering. It doesn't matter. And like if I were to change it, I will switch Gaki and Super Saiyans. I'll definitely put Vegeta Fan up. I'll probably put Rival Universe a little bit lower. I'll put Androids a little bit lower, but like I said, they're in the same tier. It doesn't matter. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. Leave a like, subscribe, and then comment down below your thoughts on the tier list. Other than that, yeah, my name is Skull Royal. You guys have a good one. Peace.